Every day you wake up, the world is already waiting to test you. It doesn't ask if you're ready. It doesn't wait until you feel strong. It just starts. Noise, opinions, pressure, deadlines, people showing up late, people letting you down, emotions pulling you in directions you didn't ask for. That's why you don't wake up and wait for peace. You wake up and build it. Before anything else, there are 5 things you need to remind yourself every single day. Not for motivation, not for hype, but to stay grounded in a mindset that doesn't shake every time life does. You need to train your internal voice before the world has a chance to influence it. You need a foundation stronger than emotion. That's what Stoicism teaches. That strength doesn't come from getting what you want. It comes from how you respond when you don't. The first thing to tell yourself is this: no one owes me anything. It sounds cold at first, maybe even harsh, but it's one of the most freeing truths you'll ever accept. You are not owed respect. You are not owed kindness. You are not owed understanding. People don't have to behave the way you hope they will. And that's not a reason to be bitter. It's a reason to be free. Because the moment you stop expecting the world to treat you a certain way, you stop handing your peace over to other people's behavior. You stop walking into situations looking for approval. You stop being surprised when people fall short, because now you understand. They were never obligated to meet your expectations in the first place. So instead of being reactive, you become steady. You're not hurt by everything. You're not confused by inconsistency. You understand the game, and that allows you to move through it with calm control. The second thing is just as important. I don't control others. I only control myself. There's nothing more exhausting than trying to manage other people's emotions, decisions, and opinions. You'll drive yourself insane trying to fix what was never yours to fix. This is where people lose energy fast. They give too much time trying to change someone who doesn't want to change. They argue to be understood when the other person has no interest in listening. They try to prove their worth to people who've already decided not to see it. That's how you burn out. That's how you stay stuck in cycles that go nowhere. But once you accept that your power ends at the edge of your own behavior, everything simplifies. You stop trying to make them act right. You focus on acting right yourself. You stop trying to win someone's respect. You focus on carrying yourself in a way that respects who you are. That doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop controlling. And in that space, you find peace. Next, you remind yourself, emotions are not instructions. You're going to feel things. Some days you'll feel tired for no reason. Some days you'll feel irritated, angry, anxious, uncertain. That's normal. What's not normal, what's destructive, is believing that every emotion requires a reaction. Stoicism doesn't teach you to suppress emotion. It teaches you to manage it, to let it pass through without letting it pull you off course. Epictetus said it clearly. If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. That means you can feel anger without becoming it. You can feel sadness without collapsing into it. You can feel the urge to say something and choose not to. That's power. Power isn't yelling louder. It's knowing you could and choosing stillness instead. Most people live at the mercy of their feelings. You don't have to. You don't have to follow every thought. You don't have to respond to every slight. You just have to stay disciplined enough to pause, think, and choose with intention. Then there's this. Not everything deserves your energy. There's a trap in modern life where we start thinking that we have to react to everything. Every post, every comment, every opinion that makes us uncomfortable. But real strength comes from discernment. You don't fight every battle. You don't prove every point. You don't attend every argument you're invited to. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And when you give your energy to every petty thing, that's exactly what happens. You imagine insult where none was meant. You imagine disrespect where silence would have brought you peace. Sometimes silence is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's the refusal to waste your emotional currency on people and situations that don't deserve it. It's not your job to correct every misunderstanding. It's your job to protect your focus, your time, your mind. Some people want your reaction more than they want resolution. Don't give it to them. Stay unavailable to chaos. And finally, you tell yourself this: I am responsible for my attitude, not the weather, not the news, not the traffic, not the person who made a rude comment. You. Your response to the day is your choice. Your outlook is your discipline. It's easy to point at circumstances. It's easy to say, "I'm just in a bad mood because..." But the truth is, attitude is not random. It's not a mood. It's a mindset. And that means it can be trained. You don't have to feel positive all the time. This isn't about toxic optimism. It's about taking responsibility for the tone you bring into every room you walk into. When things go wrong, you stay level. When the day isn't going your way, you stay centered. That's what separates the reactive from the resilient. You don't wait for conditions to be perfect before you bring your best. You show up with discipline. You stay sharp no matter what the world throws at you. These 5 things are not just reminders, they're anchors. And if you build your mindset around them, you become something the world rarely sees. A calm, grounded, focused human being in a time where most people are lost in noise. This is what Stoicism is. Not detachment from life, but engagement with life from a stronger position. It's about presence, not passivity. Strength, not aggression. Focus, not control. You don't need to be loud to be powerful. You don't need to fight to prove you're strong. You just need to show up every day with a mindset that doesn't move every time the world shakes. So remind yourself of this every morning. Quietly, privately, steadily. No one owes you anything. You only control yourself. Your emotions don't speak for you. Your energy is sacred, and your attitude is your choice. Repeat that until it becomes part of you. And when it does, people won't know how to shake you, because you'll be grounded in something most people never build: self-command. That's where your power is. And that's how you protect it every single day.